Hello loves, welcome back or welcome. If this is your first time stumbling on one of my videos, I'm so glad you're here. I am in desperate need of just some slow downtime. I feel like my mind has been going a million miles a minute. There's a million things to do. I've noticed that my mindfulness is really slipping, like I'm not ever doing just one thing at a time. I've had such a hard time with reading in July. Like I was in a reading slump, and I don't even know if I've ever really been in a reading slump until recently. And it's not that I wasn't enjoying what I was reading, but it was almost like my attention span. Like I couldn't focus. And I'm just like, that cannot do. Like that just simply, that just cannot be. That is too much. So I just want to spend a few days reading and slowing down and being super present with myself, present with those around me, present with my books. And I have some other books I'm going to read off the vlog to round out summer that I'll share with you guys later, because I know I mentioned in my last vlog that I would share with you the books that I was planning on reading. I'm definitely still very much in the summer vibe. August is the hottest month of the year, so I am not feeling like the fall vibes are here yet. Hopefully I will feel that in September. Sometimes, honestly, I don't, but we'll see. Right now, I'm still very much into summer, pool days, getting out. I have a nephew in town, so we're gonna have just like a nice slow weekend. Today, primarily, I plan to leave my phone bricked. It is currently 11:30 in the morning and it's been bricked all morning. I spent the morning finishing Cowboy Casual because I literally took an entire month to read that book. It took me forever. Like I don't even know. I just could not sit and read it and focus, and I really had just a lovely morning reading in bed. Andrew slept in till after 10 and I just laid there for like over an hour reading, and it was definitely the most attentive I've been to the book. And for a while I was feeling like, am I even really liking this book? But I think it was just like my attention span, you know? So it came together really well in the end, and I thought it was a really cute romance. A little bit too long, could have kicked out a lot of the spice scenes in my opinion, but overall I did enjoy it. Today, I'm gonna keep the phone bricked. I want to make a nice matcha and just sit down and be very, very cozy. We're going to kick the reading vlog off with The Vanishing Cherry Blossom Bookshop. This is one that I wanted to read in the spring, so I absolutely refused to let summer pass me by without reading this. This is by Takuya Asakura. I hope I'm saying that correctly. This is translated by Yuka Maino. This is supposed to be very sweet, but very emotional. And the last translated Japanese fiction that I read, like absolutely cut me open and put me back together in the most beautiful way. I enjoyed it so much, so I'm very excited to read some more translated fiction. This is about a bookshop that appears only during cherry blossom season. It says, nestled amidst the bloom of delicate petals, you'll find a sanctuary for those burdened by regrets and past sorrows. Here, Sakura, the mysterious young owner, and her wise calico cat, Kabako, patiently await the arrival of souls in need of solace and healing. This is going to be emotional. This is going to have depth, and I want some depth. I want something to just sink my teeth into. I want to feel something. I want to cry a little bit, and I just want to be so present. So we're going to kick it off with this. I've also paired this with this cutesy pink floral bookmark. It's got some bows on it with this pink tassel. This is from Gigi and Bo. I love her bookmarks. So I paired that with that. This is a super short book. It's only 200 pages. I want to also just devour a book in a day. So this is what we're going to start with. And then when we finish this, probably tomorrow, I know we want to have a pool day. Andrew and I have yoga in the morning, and I want to take Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood with me to the pool and start this. I was supposed to read this last summer. I'm super behind. I am really not the biggest Ali Hazelwood fan, but for some reason I'm really drawn to this story, so I'm hoping that this will kind of change that for me. If you have any Ali Hazelwood recs that have, that you have loved, let me know. I have read a few of her books so far, to include Deep End. I can't think of the other ones that I've read, but just didn't love them. I've read like 3, I think. The fantasy ones. Mate, it's not coming to me. I read those as well. Good, but just not, oh my gosh. So I really have a good feeling about this. I'm very excited to read this. So I feel like these are going to be 2 really good books to just enjoy the weekend with. So that's the plan. Let's get cozy and make matcha. we are cozied up. I've got the face mask on. I've got the chamomile tea. The house is clean. Clean sheets are in the dryer. It's about to be a very, very cozy night. I am currently on page 139. We went to Thai, sat and ate and read, and it was just so cozy. I'm loving this book so much. See how serious you guys can take me with this crazy mask on right now? But it has the most beautiful writing, beautiful storytelling. There's just something about Japanese storytelling. I was telling Andrew, I'm like, I have, I think, 1 or 2 more translated Japanese fiction books that I want to read that I already own. And then I'm going to immediately be running to the one of the Barnes and Nobles in our city has a really lovely like translated Japanese fiction table all the time, year round. And so I really like that about that store. So I'm like, I'll be running there to pick up another one. There's something about it. Like even tonight after I finish reading, I think I want to put on a Studio Ghibli film. It's just so comforting. It's so cozy to me. The whole concept of this book is so beautiful. Each chapter is following a different person or persons, and the way that they get to the bookstore or the way that the bookstore presents itself to the person is very unique. It's very imaginative. At the heart of the story, it's about people's growth or things that people need to accept, closure people need. There's a lot of appreciation for literature in here, so every single person that visits the bookshop is actually reading something. There is such beautiful quotes. I have had a pen with me this entire time. I've just been underlining and circling. I knew that it was going to be one of those books that's 200 pages. You sit down, you can't put it down. It's just that good. So far, I have not sobbed. I have definitely I've definitely cried a little bit, shed some tears, but more of just like how beautiful the storytelling is and how beautiful the character stories are. So if you really like character-driven stories, if you really like backdrop of a Japanese setting, like I just think you would really, really like this book. Let's cozy up, let's read. Wow, my chamomile smells so good. I literally have the coziest setup right now. I'm so excited. I've just finished, and I just took a moment to finish my skincare and kind of get everything ready for bed and just think about and process this story. I mean, I feel like this was a 5-star short story. Although it was 200 pages, it read very much to me like a short story. And I don't know, I'd be hard pressed to give this anything less. You know, I was sitting here thinking, well, you know, you give away your 5 stars, like, should you be more critical? And I'm like, yeah, I am being critical, and it's 5 stars. So I loved it. There's definitely like an emotional detachment to me that I feel about, or I don't know if that's even the best way to describe it, but whenever I consume Japanese media, the cultural difference about how you portray your emotions in a family dynamic and how much you share, all of that is obviously very different to how we are here in Western culture, and especially in the United States. I feel like we're just much more emotionally open people and just much more emotional. and I mean, maybe it's not even the way to say it, like more emotional, but I would just say, yeah, emotionally open. And that doesn't necessarily have to be a good thing, or, you know, and this doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It's just a different thing, you know? So that's always kind of hard for me when I'm reading stories, Japanese stories, or watching Japanese movies. I'm like, oh, you know, oftentimes it's between like the parents and the children that I'm like, there's this like emotional disconnect, but even here between like a sibling and a sibling. So, you know, I guess I can see where some people might have trouble connecting, but to me, I've never had to connect to a character or connect to characters to enjoy a story. I really feel like this was beautiful storytelling. I have underlined and circled so many quotes in here, and I will be thinking about this for days to come. This is definitely a cozy read. I didn't have like a meltdown at the end or anything like I thought I was going to. I think it was just a beautiful story about the power of a good story and the power of imagination, and through that there were themes of grief and regret and hope. And I think it was just very beautifully written. If you're looking for something cozy, like the other two that I've read, I talk about often, are Days at the Morisaki Bookshop and More Days at the Morisaki Bookshop. That was a beautiful story. You want to read them together as one, but that one actually destroyed me in many ways. It put me together, but I was still very heartbroken. This was just a very beautiful read, beautiful ending, very cozy. If you're just wanting to cozy up and have lovely vibes for the day, I just feel like this is something you sit down and you just enjoy in one day, one sitting. It's just, yeah, it was lovely. It was a good time. Perfect read. Perfect way to start this vlog. I'm very, very happy with it. Also, I just love this edition. It's so stunning. I love it so much. Yeah, I'll be thinking about this for days. I love the bookshop on here. I love the cat, and I am literally about to put on a cozy movie, and then we will pick up our next read tomorrow at the pool. Yoga was so nice. I love that Andrew is going with me, and I feel like it's just our little ritual every week now. It's our non-negotiable. We look forward to it. At the end of class, Andrew's like, I already booked us for next week. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this. So incredibly good to be back on my mat. Today's message in class was that you can return home whenever you need to, return to self, return to yoga. It's always a part of you. It's something that we lean into when we're children. It's a way of life, and we lose our way sometimes, but it's something you can always come back to. And it was just the absolute perfect message for me. I've also been reading a lot of poetry from Rupi Kaur. I recently picked up Homebody, and the entire book, all the poems are just absolutely heart-wrenching and beautiful and all about returning home. And I feel like it's just such an emotional theme for me right now. But all that being said, yoga was absolutely wonderful. We went after class and picked up some La La Land. We were gonna go straight to grab lunch and go to the pool, but we were like, you know what? Let's go to La La Land, let's go home, reset. We're actually gonna pick up my niece, my sister, my nephew is in town from California, so we're gonna pick the kids up and then take them back to the gym and go to the pool. So I'll definitely be doing some more reading there and just enjoying the rest of the day. Good morning. I'm officially 100 pages in, and I'm actually really enjoying this. So I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm not the biggest Ali Hazelwood fan. I just find that there's always too much spice. I'm actually laughing, cackling. I think that this is fun. The female main character is a little bit insufferable. Ali Hazelwood writes these very smart female characters, but also a little bit too quick-witted, so it can be kind of cheesy. But it's fun. I feel like it's just what I needed. The audiobook is really, really good. I feel like it's the girl from Fourth Wing, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But I'm actually having fun with this, which is what I wanted. I just wanted to have fun with a summer read, and this is delivering. I am now going to go get my nails done because I need to get a fill. It is time to get rid of my Ferrari red, which I love so much. I love Ferrari red so much. I was like, maybe I'll do it one more time in August. But I actually think I'm going to round out with an orange, which I don't think I've ever done, and some designs. So let's go. All right, I was literally in there for almost 3 hours, which is crazy, but I absolutely love the way they came out. I went somewhere new today because my girl that normally does my nails is out for the better part of the week, and I was like, my schedule is crazy, I've got to go somewhere new, and I had the absolute nicest time. If you're in San Antonio, go check out Veneto Nails. The staff was so friendly, the owner's so friendly. Wynn did my nails and she killed it. I really like the way she leaned into the design and the art. She's like, I like to put my own like artistic twist on things, and I can just tell that she's like a real artist, and she has so much fun doing the nails, and everyone was just so friendly, and it was such a nice experience. I will definitely be going back. Here's the inspo photo that I showed her, and I'd say she did a pretty damn good job. So if you're seeing this, Wynn, thank you so much. I never do orange, and I feel like this is just like a very fun way to round out the summer. You guys know that I'm very much in my summer vibes right now, and it feels fun, it feels fresh, and I love it. Absolutely love it. I got to read exactly one chapter because there was so much going on. They did my mani-pedi at the same time. I had to get a whole new set. There was a lot of chatting, getting to know each other, so I did not read very much, but I'm about to pop my headphones in, listen to my audiobook, and we're gonna go into Barnes & Noble because there are 2 releases today. It's New Release Tuesday. Done & Dusted's Barnes & Noble exclusive edition came out today. And if you guys know anything about me, you know that the Rebel Blue Ranch series is my god tier cowboy romance series. I absolutely love that world, love those books. It will be an annual reread for me. So we're gonna go get that exclusive edition right now. And then the 4th book to Assistant to the Villain came out today, Adversary to the Villain. The first book was one of my favorite cozy, quirky fantasy romances ever. It's a slow burn, a little bit too much of a slow burn. I've only read the first 2 books, so I need to read the 3rd one, but we're gonna pick up the 4th one, and then we'll just take a browse. I might also go grab a matcha because I thought I was gonna be working in about 30 minutes, but I'm not. I'm not working for another 2 hours, so let's go have some solo time. All right, it is literally the next day. I came home and read all night though, and I finished Problematic Summer Romance, so I have a rating and an update for you guys. But first, let's do a Barnes & Noble haul. Unfortunately, they did not have the B&N exclusive edition of Done & Dusted by Lila Sage. I guess every Barnes & Noble in the city only got 1 copy, and they couldn't find theirs. However, they did call another Barnes & Noble, which is the one I usually go to, and they're holding it for me, so I'll be going to pick that up tomorrow. The other book that I went in there for, they did have, which is Adversary to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Merrim. I got the beautiful sprayed edge edition. This is the 4th book in the Assistant to the Villain series. I need to read the 3rd book still. First book, 5 stars. So fun, so quirky, laughing out loud, the tension, the internal dialogue, the characters, all of it so unique, so refreshing, so funny. Can't recommend it enough. Second book, bored me to death. Apparently the 3rd one is much better. I'm very happy to hear that because I was so sad to think, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to DNF this series when this was like one of my favorite books of 2024. Like that would just be so depressing. So we're gonna get back into it with book 3, and this is book 4. And then I saw they had Embrace by Bao Cabra. This is an interconnected standalone. I believe it's like the 2nd book to Revolve. I'm not sure, I have it. It's somewhere behind me, I have it. I do want to go into all of these books very soon. This is just like a gorgeous orange too. I love it. Matches the nails, so cute. And then I have these in my Amazon cart and I saw them there. This is the DC Stars series, the hockey series everyone was talking about, and they had the first 2. So I got Power Play and Face Off. These are by Chelsea Curto. These are apparently a really good time. And the artwork inside? Yes, please. I'm obsessed. I don't know one person that's read that series and hasn't given it like 5 stars, like a 5-star series. And then I had another book that was in my Amazon cart and they had one copy there. And I was like, I really, really want this book. I'm drawn to the cover. It's one of those books that I'm just drawn to the cover. And it's Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Mellors. I just feel like I'm gonna eat this up. This is giving fall. This is giving just sitting in a coffee shop reading. Stand by for like a cozy fall cafe reading vibe, reading vlog. That was a mouthful. So that's the haul. On to problematic summer romance. Allie, I don't know. It was cute. It was okay. The female main character was basically insufferable to me. This is one girl that like makes these shorts and she makes fun of like 90s and 2000s like rom-coms and the character, like the female character and like the female character and the guy's dynamic, and she's always making fun of their relationships. I believe she's like dating a guy from The Office, like the really funny guy with the glasses. Anyway, that was some lore, but she always kind of like makes fun of this stuff, and I just felt like I felt that this entire book. Like she was just too witty, too just like too much. It was just kind of insufferable. The male main character, like there's a big age gap between them. It's an age gap romance. The male main character was just like a little too, I don't know, something about him like I didn't love. You know, he was just a little bit too like entitled or like calling the shots. And I don't love a guy that thinks that like he can just call the shots. You know what I mean? Came together cute in the end. It gets 3 stars like all the other Allie Hazelwood books that I've read. But I don't know. Apparently Check and Mate is good. That's her YA. I will say this did not have as much spice. Thank God. Like honestly, I just think she overdoes it. And I'm not against spice, but there's a such thing as too much spice. Say it with me. Yes, there's a such thing as too much spice. Okay? Not this one. So if you are wanting to read an Allie Hazelwood that doesn't have as much spice as her others, I do recommend this one. But I think we're going to bring the vlog to a close, guys. I'm actually going to be picking up Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It tonight after I get home from the movies. I'm so excited for this. This was my Patreon's book club pick for July, and we're meeting this weekend, so I've got to get it read. If you want to join in on the book club fun and all the other things, be sure to check out my Patreon. I have it linked in the description of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you are reading a really good book, and if you have any recs, put them in the comments for me, and I'll see you in the next cozy vlog. Bye.